Bugle Boys. Bugle Boys. Bugle. 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 Bugle Boys. Bugle Boys. Bugle Boys. Bugle. Bugle.
Bugle Boys.
You're not my dad!
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Bugle
We're back, baby.
Boys.
We're back in black, motherfucker. Here we are, Bugle Boys, episode 9, ready to rock out with our cocks out. Let's do it.
Too much.
Too much?
Too much.
Too much excitement?
Take it down one.
Yo, I got real pumped, man. I got real pumped for a second. You know, it's late night on a fucking Wednesday. It's going to be Thursday soon.
We're here to R out with our C's out.
We're to R out with our C's out, you know, maybe go late night and see some T's out.
Whoa.
Nah, we can't go to the club tonight. Nah, I work in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, club, see some T's.
Oh.
Strip
Whoa.
No. Big ups. This is the Bugle Boys podcast, episode 9, coming at you in your kitchen or in your basement, wherever the fuck you're listening.
Your office on some headphones, maybe.
That's probably a good spot. That's where I listen to 99% of the podcast.
At the gym,
The
working
gym.
on your fitness.
Boom. That's a good spot. The car, driving
Where
to the
else?
gym or to the work.
Where else can you listen to podcasts? Let's
Anywhere,
name more
man.
places.
In your home,
When you're skating.
when you're skating, like ice skating,
No, skateboarding.
Skateboarding?
Yeah, we appeal to
Oh.
the skater crew.
skater crew. Yo, skate. Yeah, definitely shouts out to the skaters.
Yeah, skate or die.
Yeah, man. Skater die. Definitely fuck with Vans. Gotta fuck with Vans. I like the vape. Yeah.
Who's Vince?
Oh, who's Vince? The Vans. Vans, you know Vans shoes?
Oh, yeah, shout out Vance.
Yeah, shout out Vans shoes, skateboarding and shit, bro. I fucks with it. Big ups. I'm your host, Stax Edwards, Chrissy. Coming at you live in the basement. Join with me is the usual Poppy Chulo, Mr. Vintage 905 from around the way, not from the bay. Good to see you, man.
I might go lay by the bay and eat some
Ooh.
hay. What do you say?
Oy vey.
That's Happy Gilmore. Hey, I'm doing good, man. Just
Yeah.
living my best life.
Living your best life. Yeah, we are one short. We are one short today. There's no long sleeve.
One short is like two shorts.
Yeah, too short.
Like
The
not
sleeves are
not
too
rapping,
short.
not rapping brother.
Yeah, no. Oh, his non-rapping
Yeah, one short.
sibling. One short. Yeah, no long sleeve Steve today. He is left at home as he's I don't know. I think his shirt got
He's
stuck in
buying
the
more
dryer.
long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, fuck him. We don't need him. We'll see him around the way.
We need him. He's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a good kid. He's
We
a
love
good
him.
Kid. We love him. You know, his heart's in the right place.
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yo, that's always like the worst thing that you would ever get from like your parents. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
No, that's not even true, man.
No,
The
grounding.
worst thing was an ass whooping.
Yeah, the
That
belt was the worst.
That was the worst thing you could get from your parents.
Yeah, true. Cliche. I just said the most cliche thing. You
Yep.
know, and it's like, oh, it's worse when they tell you. a
Fuck
different
that,
thing,
guy.
Yeah, no.
Especially
that
now, you
belt
can't even
was
do that
the
to kids
worst.
now. You'd be like, yeah, I'm just upset. But like, all right, I'm just gonna go play on my iPhone.
I think that's all parents have now, because like you can't probably be your kid.
Oh,
anymore.
you can beat your kids.
Nowadays.
You know how much bigger parents are than kids?
But nowadays, is it socially acceptable?
I don't-
Beat them on the low for sure. I mean, fuck them. Like, sometimes kids need to be disciplined. I get it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna tell you how to raise your son.
Honestly, man, if I had kids, I'd have horses in the back.
Shouts out to what's his name, Lil Nas.
X.
Lil Nas X. Yeah, that was the first I heard of him. Lil Nas X with his horses in the back.
Hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Mhm.
Horses in the Back Road.
Oh no, old.
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Interesting song that you mentioned.
It's an interesting way hip hop's going. Is there gonna be more country rap? Is that the
Country
newest
rap.
trend we're seeing?
Maybe. I don't know.
I kind of like it. Yeehaw! Let's get on our tractors, huh?
I don't know about that, dude.
What do you think the new trend in rap is gonna be?
I don't know if it's gonna be that.
What do you have an alternative? You're gonna have to give me something if we're not going country roads.
Country roads?
Take me home, country roads.
Well, I think pop rap seems to be the big wave.
Pop
of
rap's
going.
always been a big wave. Pop
Yeah.
rap isn't even on the wave it used to be, man. Remember like 2000? Like I'm gonna probably be wrong here, but like 8ish, when it was like Pitbull and like Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
that was
that was like
pop
that
rap.
like that was like that top 40 like
Flow Rider.
dancey kind of like dance.
Oh
rap.
yeah, but that was pop rap. Like that's
very poppy. Well, pop in general, like even pop now, there's a lot of poppy rap. Even just like, you know,
there always will be. There always will be.
Post Malone's pop. He's not really.
Kind
that.
of.
He's really poppy.
Poppy for sure, but he's also very singy. I'm just talking about like shitty, like constructed, like
I wouldn't even call him
apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Yeah.
Like those were just the whole club was looking at her. Like those were just bad songs, right? Like
Oh, you were talking about. Sorry, speaking of boots with the fur.
Yeah.
T-Pain. You were mentioning. We were speaking about this off air.
I love T-Pain.
Fuck yeah, the podcast about the guys who do that show at Parts and Labor. The Catch Up. Is that the podcast?
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, that's my second favorite hip hop podcast show. I was about to call it my favorite.
Shouts out to the Bugle Boys.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So
No.
excluding the Bugle Boys, they're my favorite hip hop podcast.
Perfect. Other than us.
Other than number one, baby.
But they did a podcast on I guess
On T-Pain.
on
Yeah,
T-Pain,
it was
the importance
great.
of T-Pain. It was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
People, the biggest thing I took away from that was that people are way too mean to T-Pain.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They were
too.
talking
Kanye
about
West.
They were talking about all the shit. Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera wore a T-shirt that said "Auto-tune is for pussies,"
Yep.
and it's like what?
And then Kanye West was talking shit like in
Yeah.
autotune about
Oh,
T-Pain
yeah.
being like, "Oh, your music's
T-Pain's
trash."
music is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brutal.
It's sad, man. He seems
And
like a
you really
nice
look-
guy. Yeah.
He just seems like a really nice guy who wants to make music.
I'd wear
and
big hats.
and he wasn't even taking money from people. He was like, "No, it's okay. I'll do features for you. You just do features for me." And then they didn't return the features. Like they didn't return the favor in doing the features. Like he wasn't even taking money from other artists when he was in his prime, in his heyday. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do a feature. Just do a feature for me down the road."
His
Like, we'll do a
features
fe-"
were big
then-
back then
And
too,
then they
man.
weren't cashing in down the road. They were like,
T-Wayne?
they didn't want to do it with him.
Give me some T-Wayne, man.
Dude, he's got some good projects. out
Bitch,
there,
I'm
man.
the bomb.
Great
Like tick.
T-Pain's
tick.
got some great
Got
stripper
money.
music.
When that came,
man.
that was a jam, man.
T-Pain makes some great stripper music.
Buy You a Drink is.
Buy You a Drink is just a classic.
I don't. I'm completely stealing this from the catch up, but when they said it, I agreed.
I can't even remember the.
They said "Buy You a Drink" is the best pop song of all time.
Boom, there you go.
And it's like, yeah, Jesus, maybe Billie Jean is the best pop song of all time.
Ooh-wee.
But "Buy You a Drink," I don't even. I
I'ma
can't
take
even.
you home
Right,
with me.
right. It's so good. Who's is Young Jock,
got
right?
money
Young
in
Jock
the
is the
bank.
rapper on it.
Yeah.
Meet me at the bar. That's Young Jock.
Ready,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish Young Jock would get a resurgence.
Dude, that's so funny you said that. I used to love It's
I'm a
Going Down,
big Young
man.
Jock guy.
Young Jock was
Yeah,
huge.
man,
Like,
for
I thought
sure.
he was gonna blow.
Young
go
Jock,
up.
Young Dro, both at the same
Yeah,
time.
Young Dro.
When Shoulder Lean, it was
Shoulder lean.
hell yeah, man. Take me
That was
back to
really
that
good.
era.
Fuck
Ringtone
yeah.
era was great.
That was a ringtone era, 100%.
Hell yeah.
Man. I had every song we just named was a ringtone on my phone,
yeah.
man.
Young Bloods.
That was like the biggest thing was like Young Bloods. The biggest thing was
Them
making
Franchise
ringtones.
Boys.
Them Franchise Boys.
Like take me back to
Roll
that era, man.
spinners, Roll spinners, they
Man.
don't stop.
Oh, dude, that was 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia stood the test of
That's
time.
the same era, you know what
And
I mean? Like, all that
and
shit.
our boy, we've talked about this off air. Our boy Lil Flip.
Lil Flip, man.
Yeah, Lil Flip is a
Sunshine.
friend of the show.
Friend of the
And
show.
that
Open
verse on
seat.
Riding Spinners, like the
Riding
Lil
Spinners.
Flip verse is so good. Nothing but white and yellow rocks in my watch. Like that is so, the stop. Like I used to think of it. Oh man, I used to watch that video on BET.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
man. In the basement.
Oh man, yeah. I wish they would bring back a good hip hop TV show.
Yeah, with Big Tig, that was sick. back
Maybe
in
not
the day.
specifically with Big Tig.
You
Like
like Big
nowadays,
Tigger?
I love him. I
Yeah.
don't know if like the cool modern version would have him today.
No, not him. Imagine,
But, like-
what's he doing right now?
Oh man, probably like he's probably like an investment banker or something. Like, you know, he's probably got a real job.
Some real
Like,
fancy
yeah.
job. I have no idea, man.
he was doing songs, man. Like I
He's
remember
gotta be
he
somewhere
had
busy
I remember he
still.
had a song with R. Kelly. Like he was on like the
He's
Snake
probably
remix.
somewhere
Like,
in like he's probably an executive somewhere at some company.
oh
in
yeah,
music,
for sure.
Like he was like.
I think I think probably whatever he's doing now, he goes
There's a
by
personality
he goes
back
by
in the
whatever
day.
his birth name is, not Big Tigger.
No, but he was sick back in the day. I
He
love
was
that
sick,
show.
man. He was a decent like writer too,
I
because he
remember
would always
hearing
go in
about
the
him.
booth. Like he would go in the
Yeah.
booth with everyone. And
He'd
he would always
always do
spit
a
like he
freestyle.
would always spit like very basic, but it
Yeah.
was always like kind of just to set up. Like he was never there to like
No,
to rip it,
outshine.
right?
No,
He was there just to kind of do a little.
warm it up.
Hey, it's
almost.
Big Tigger. I'm on BET. I'm here to rap something with my boy Chrissy.
Yeah.
And then like, take it away. And then like you would rap.
did
Like
the setup.
he would
He
literally
was
do
the
like
setup.
2 to 4 bars.
He wrote a quick
Like, that
little,
was
yeah,
it.
like a 4
He-
bar,
oh,
8
yeah.
bar setup. Set up the guy, and then they
And that
would
was
go
it.
into
And
their
then Lil
freestyle.
Wayne would just kill it.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Do you have a favorite? Like, did you watch a lot of like BET free, like in the basement freestyles?
Yeah, I watched a bunch of them back in
Do you
the
have a
day.
favorite? Like off
Lil
the top of
Wayne
your head?
was probably
Lil Wayne's
the-
my favorite
yeah, I was
ever.
gonna say that was probably one of the
And
sickest.
I was so disappointed when I realized later that it was just the Birdman Jr. verse.
Was that? I can't remember what it was when they did the oh,
There's one that
yeah.
I ain't tripping, boy. I play the corner like Ripkin, boy. But he says the N word instead of boy on the album. And actually, it's one of those songs. You ever notice that there's songs sometimes that sound better edited?
No. Like what?
Like,
Give me a good example. That's an interesting
one
point.
right off the top of my head is Kanye West, All Day.
All day.
Yeah, and then the unedited, it's All Day, Ninja.
Yeah, but it's cooler when they have the stutter and
All Day, All Day. That one sounds harder with the edited. I'll never forget when I saw it live. They did it
that
like
is a good point.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a good one.
That one
actually.
sounded way better. How long y'all spend at the mall? All day, all day. Instead of just all day. Even if you were seeing
That's an interesting point, but nah, because I played that. I remember playing that at Ashram Music Hall, and like.
Did you play the edited version or the
non-edited?
non-edited?
And
Like, it's still good.
No, but I'd pull it, and everyone's saying the all day. That's the line that everyone's saying. Everyone was saying it.
Yeah, but I was just saying I heard it first edited, like the
It's
edited
cool.
version. And I loved it.
I can see that. That's an interesting point, though. No,
Yeah.
that's a really
There's
interesting
sometimes
point.
there's sometimes
I
and
can see that for sure.
and Snoop Dogg sexual eruption or whatever that's on. It's sexual seduction when it's edited, and it sounds way better. Sexual seduction. It sounded way cooler.
Then sexual eruption.
Yeah, it was kind of cringy. Sexual eruption. I
That
found.
is cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
the
I
sexual
only know
seduction was kind of like a groovy like
way
disco
better,
jam.
100,
Yeah, I heard it edited because I
100.
used to play it at like when I worked in a retail store. It was like one of the songs I play, and it was like they play the same songs every day.
Boathouse.
Yeah,
Shut
I wasn't giving them a shout out.
Fuck them. Float flowers.
Fuck that place, man. That place like that are trash. Fast fashion places are done.
Yeah, fuck them. We don't fuck around with that
Nah,
shit.
we don't play that shit.
Nah, we don't.
Buy
do that.
vintage, yo.
Shit, support local. Support
Yeah.
your local troops. Support the troops.
Just buy cool shit. Don't be a fucking lame and buy stuff at like Walk-In and Boathouse and places like that.
buy what
Like
you
$90 for a sweater because it's like other people are wearing it. Shit's lame,
It's
bro. Buy what you like.
expensive as Fuck, 100%, man.
Those places are crazy, man. I had a buddy who worked at Foot Locker, and he said like parents will take their kids in. They'll get them like a tracksuit, like one sweater, like one pair of pants and a pair of shoes, and it'll be like $600.
That's nuts.
Nuts, right? Like,
How do parents? Man, that's crazy. Like that much money that parents are spending.
and that's like what? That's
I
like
get
that's
it.
literally like one day of clothes.
I
for
get
a
it now
kid.
that I'm older, and I'm like, I get it when my mom took me to Walmart.
Yo,
and the
at like 12
Byway.
too. It's like you
Yeah,
ain't
you're
fucking.
growing, boy.
Yeah.
You're not fucking. There's
Yeah.
no reason for you to
Yeah.
fucking be buying this shit.
You ain't even hit
You're not
puberty
getting a pair
yet.
of
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah. I don't give a fuck what you look
Nah.
like. Yeah.
We're going to Payless, bro. You get one for you and your brother.
For
Buy
real.
one, get the second one free. Perfect. Your brother's is free. You know, buy one get or half off or whatever the fuck.
BOGO, son.
Yeah, man. I go in when you have like the fake Nikes on and shit, and I was just like, damn it.
Oh yeah.
Then you see the kid who has the real ones, and
You
you're
ever
like,
get- you ever get
hey,
bo-
we have the same shoe, and then you see he's got the stripe.
You watch it. You watch it.
They
Like,
were. Do you remember those? You ever shop at Payless when you were younger? I haven't shopped there in time.
nah.
But back when my mom used to buy me shoes there, shouts out to my mom though. But honestly, like they were like literally it was like fake. It just looked like fake everything, and you would see like the real version almost, and it was like I see what this is modeled after,
Oh yeah.
and it was like brutal.
Yeah. Some of those places are bad.
Well, you know what? When I was a youth, that's what.
They actually mean bad for like just their blatant ripoffs.
for sure. But I mean, hey.
Yep.
It's cheap for me. at the time,
Everybody
I
got to
guess.
hustle.
Everyone had to hustle, but now I get the real one, so we good. We're living good.
Living better now.
living
Coogee
better
sweater now.
Oh, well, I don't know. Got some Primo.
We'll get
though.
you. We'll get you a Coogee.
Shouts out. Shouts out to Vintage 905 for the Preem. Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah. What were we talking about?
Edited songs that sound better.
Yeah.
Just talking about life, man.
Talking about life. But music.
Life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
Pursuit of happiness. Well, we were talking about music in general. We can talk about Rich the Kid's new album, which we both thought was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
The World Is Yours Too, right?
The World Is Yours Too. Rich the Kid's newest release.
Couple good features on there.
Second album, right? Like, is it his second project? I know he's done some like tapes and that.
I think it's the second studio album. Is
And
it?
the first was The World Is Yours, which had New Freezer and all those tracks, right?
Yes, must have been. I'm not a huge. Let's see.
I'm gonna
You got-
sound-
Yeah, The World Is Yours came out in 2018.
I'm gonna sound like a complete
World
jackass.
Is Yours
if I'm
2
wrong.
just came out. Yeah, last year.
It's
he
just
dropped
those
The World
two,
Is
right?
Yours.
And I think he's got some.
Yeah, then it was just singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Spotify only plays.
Because
I
New
think-
Freezer is what blew him up.
Yeah, New Freezer was on with Kendrick Lamar. Was on The World Is Yours.
And but I will say I am.
Splashin' was huge, but that was already out.
Yeah.
TikTok with Tory Lane's huge.
The Big
Two
Sean
Cups
track,
with
yeah.
Big Sean and Offset.
You know what I really liked? I like the
Save
intro.
That I didn't like. I thought that was garbage.
Who was
There's
on
a
that?
couple throwaways. There's a couple
throwaways, yeah.
I heard a couple throwaways. Save
But
That. I
I'm
thought was
impressed.
just my opinion. Just my
I'm
opinion.
impressed
Still a bunch of heat on
that Rich the Kid has shown some longevity, I'd say.
Me too. I didn't think he wasn't, but he was hustling with tracks on SoundCloud. But until he had like Plug Walk,
Yeah.
I wasn't really feeling much.
Plug Walk, that's what I can't believe I really forgot about that.
Plug Walk, that was one that
Plug Walk was huge.
Huge, man.
Um,
That was a big one that blew him up.
and New Freezer too.
New Freezer and Plug Walk, I think, were his big bangers. That really gave him.
But I'm surprised he's shown
front.
the longevity he has, because there was
I thought he was.
while
gonna
there
drop
was
off.
a couple, I wouldn't even say throwaways. There was a couple tracks that didn't quite hit, like they weren't terrible.
Well, you had his moments where he got robbed. I think a couple times and shit. Didn't he? Didn't he get robbed?
Is he had? I don't know that much about Rich the Kid really.
Yeah, just stuff I see on Twitter. I feel
Yeah.
like he got robbed and stuff, and I feel like he got clowned about something at one point. There was some of that shit.
Yeah, he's really stayed around, and a pretty good album.
Overall, 100%.
Like not anything amazing, but I was not expecting anything amazing.
No, a couple throwaways, but there was enough.
I
good
think it
tracks.
hit where it had to. Like a lot of the songs with features were good, and then probably like a little bit over half with like the solo tracks were good,
Yep.
which is a good. I'd say that's a good batting average for Rich the Kid.
Yeah, I think that's
Like
a
he's
good
not
way
gonna
to
put
talk about
out an hour and a half, you know what I mean, concept album.
it. No, that's actually a good spot to chalk it up.
Yeah,
It was like overall, like there was a couple. I think there was a couple filler tracks,
yeah.
throwaways, but he had a couple bangers in there that I think are gonna hit on the chart and
Yeah.
that are gonna stick and they're gonna stay around for a little while and you're gonna hear them out.
Yeah, I think there's a
Well,
couple.
Splashin's been played out.
Yeah.
and it's on every playlist.
There's a couple of songs too. I'd like to. I wish I had a few more notes, because I kind of just, there was a album I kind of just threw on and like I enjoyed just listening to. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
wasn't like I didn't really feel like I had to go and skip tracks all the time. Even if I wasn't like really enjoying one, I was kind of like in and out doing things while I was listening to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those. Like it's good. It's good modern day hip hop.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's not anything amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna listen to it and be like, wow, that changed my life.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of good party tracks. I think Rich the Kid might be. Do you think Rich the Kid's here this day?
I feel like
I think if he puts out The World Is Yours 3, that'll be very interesting to see if there's any.
if it came out and if he comes out next year and it slaps, I think he might have some
Then
legs.
he's got a formula that works. You know
yeah,
what I
then
mean?
he's got a formula and he has some legs.
Yeah.
But
Because I wouldn't have been surprised at all if this album tanked.
yeah.
You know, like with how
I gotta reset the camera angle a little bit because like I feel like when it's just the two of us.
just the two of us.
No, like I should put the camera like right here.
Do you want me to move?
No, just sit back a little bit. People can't see. It doesn't matter. They just as they're looking at us, it's like, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good, dog. For those of you who are listening and not watching, we're just readjusting
adjusting
the seating
seats.
the seating situation.
Is this good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You can sit up, man. You're good. But yeah, I think you're right. I think if he has another one that comes out next year,
RTK, the kids call him.
RTK, as they call Rich the Kid, if he comes out next month next year or whenever,
Or sooner.
sooner.
Sooner
he
would be
came
good
out-
too. Because
imagine
he's
he
got
dropped
some
a
heat right
third.
now. He's got some heat.
Fuck it. If I'm him, throw out a mini tape or an EP before the end of the year, then drop.
Because
Number 3.
like the
Give
world
yourself a breather.
because the world is yours
little
is
EP.
like you know what I mean, like playing off like the Scarface. Like it'd be sick if he dropped like a little EP or something like Money, Power, Respect. Like you know what I mean, like another like kind of like Scarface reference. Like
Or a 3P's EP, like 3 2-track drops or some shit.
yes, anything that just,
LPs too long, two, you know.
yeah, but just
Just
something
two
or like
tracks.
or just like my word and my balls, like some sort of like Scarface like quote. You know what I mean?
Might as well.
Just drop it as like a
I
like a project too, and get like a couple big names on there, and just keep the momentum going, man. Like he should keep people talking about him.
Yeah, I definitely don't hate the hustle. I definitely don't hate the play on words. I don't hate the stick that he's going for. I think it's pretty cool, and I think
I think
keep it going. I think if you played on it, it would be pretty.
I think
neat.
he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, like he's not like a lyrical rapper. Like when I'm listening to it, I'm listening to it for the music has to be on point. The beat has to be on point. He has to be playing along with the beat correctly, because you're not getting like a huge like substance song out of it. I'm not like learning some.
Whatever. I know exactly what you mean. Whatever you would classify Migos as.
we can lip lock.
like rich, like
Spend 500 on some new socks.
like rich,
You know what I mean?
like rich rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you would classify Migos
Yeah.
as, like that's what Rich the Kid does, and I think he's pretty good at it. I think he'll stay along.
Oh, completely.
So,
I like it.
but there's like I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, man. There's some music I'm just crazy about right now too. Like did the Baby come out in 2019? Or was it
2 weeks ago?
Did it? That's how long ago it came out? Baby on Baby, is that new?
Baby on Baby is yeah, it came out on the 20th.
Oh shit! That very well is. That probably will be my 2019 album of the year.
Yeah, man. You thought you got on it late?
No, no, not even. It just felt like it came out a while ago because I've listened to it so much.
No, dude, it came out like a few weeks
Yeah,
ago. It came out in March. It came out March.
It really is. That's the
It was
recent.
like 2 Fridays ago, not last Friday, but the Friday before.
Yeah, because I've like just bumped it a few times and like really gotten. Yeah,
Dude, he's been killing it, man. I was waiting for it to drop.
I felt like it came out like a while because I heard like songs leading up to it and that too, right?
Yeah.
So like I felt like I guess it was.
And he had a music video out
Yeah.
for one of them, which was where he had that run in and he got hood checked.
Was it 21?
Yeah.
21 was the
I think it
video.
was. When he's on the stoop
Why
and
she
shit at the
21
house.
and you're savage? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He
That
got
video.
hood checked. You saw the video where he
Yeah,
got hood
for
checked
anyone
when
who
they
hasn't
came in,
seen
we're
it, man.
"Ooh." So yeah,
So we're talking about Da Baby, all one word, DA
Not
B
Lil
A B Y.
Baby.
Yeah,
Da
not Lil
Baby.
Baby to be confused.
Da Baby's
And
from North Carolina.
I heard somebody
Or
talking
South
about
Carolina.
Baby
I
on
think it's
Baby. Like, actually, I forgot was the name of his album,
Yep.
and I thought he was gonna do a project with Lil Baby. When I heard that, I was like, Baby on Baby, that's cool. I was like,
It would be tight if he did a little project with. Keep talking.
I think Da Baby would really outshine Lil Baby. To be honest, I like Lil Baby too. Like I think I put him as like one of my top rappers in our wrap up episode last year. So like I'm a Lil Baby fan. Like don't get me wrong, but I think Da Baby, like his flow, his like charisma and personality, I think he would outshine Lil Baby crazy on a tape.
He.
We're like a Gunna,
He's
like
the
a
better baby.
Oh, I think so. I think like
Are you saying he's the better baby.
I think Gunna and Lil Baby like play into each other's style nicely, where I don't think like Lil Baby and Da Baby would make a nice tape. I think it's just too different.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so too. Maybe. I think they might do something cool together. But I hear what you mean. They definitely are. It's much. He is different than Gunna and Lil Baby. But yeah, Da Baby, I really like.
Da Baby, man. If we were talking about doing like cause
he's gonna be the next up. I think.
we were talking about doing like a Freshman 10, like doing some picks for
Who we
an
think.
episode coming out, and 1,000% he'll be on our list, and he will be on the XXL list as well.
He should be.
I
man.
think there's no way he isn't.
He's the next best rapper, and he's actually, you can understand everything he's saying. He's got a message, he's got words behind it, and he's legit as fuck. And you watch any of his interviews, he comes off like he sounds 100%.
He
doesn't come off like he's fronting, and he's just he's fake. He's legitimate.
He's killed a man.
Nah,
for starters.
he's had some shit self-defense
It is self-defense,
when
absolutely.
he was protecting his
but
family. And
all I'm saying is like don't press Lil Baby, man.
that's what happened, right? Did you see what happened?
Yeah, they tried
He
to
was in the
rob him with his
Walmart.
family.
Yeah, he was in the
He's
Walmart
like
with his family.
We'll go, yeah.
They came up. They kept walking back and forth. He's in the baby aisle, and I guess he turned to them and said, "Hey, do we have a problem here?" And they're like, "Yeah, why don't you come outside?" So he gave his kid to his wife because he was literally holding his child as these
Yeah.
guys were running up and down the aisle, following him through Walmart. And they wanted him
Well,
to come outside for a
police
second.
didn't even press charges.
No, he didn't get press charges.
Like it was 100% self-defense.
Obviously, it was a legal firearm that he
Yeah.
had because this wasn't too long ago, and I guess went
Imagine.
outside and they went outside because away from everybody, and I guess the guy did something and
It isn't
he
like
defended
I mean,
himself.
It's like sad because a man died,
Yeah,
and I shouldn't really like joke about it. But imagine if Da Baby became like the poster child for NRA. like it's like a good man had a gun on him and he defended himself and his family. Like that is like an NRA like perfect story.
it is. He did defend.
You know how
him.
you
He
stop a
did,
bad guy
man.
with a
Fuck
gun?
it.
A good guy with a gun.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like you were out with your family and some guy.
Oh, he did nothing wrong.
He
But
didn't
that's a
know who
story
they
like
were, they
but
were
like
just
pro
out
gun
there
people,
looking for
that's a
some clout.
story like pro gun people love to share, like a good
Yeah.
guy like stopping a bad guy with a gun. Like imagine if Da
Those are
Baby
the good
like
stories.
Da Baby as he's blowing up on the hip hop scene is also just like the right wing like pro gun, like they love him. They share his story and like gets all kinds of gun legalizations passed and shit.
Well, I could see their connection with it. It would make sense. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah,
I can
like
see
it's
why they would want to market that and utilize
right.
that.
Yeah, for sure. But the Hood Pass video,
yeah.
that was pretty good. They were shooting the 21 video.
I just like that he comes out. He's real as he talks about. He's
man.
authentic,
and he's not he wasn't
really good.
and he's not
he's
fronting.
a talented he's an talented
articulate.
musician. He's a talent. Yeah, he's articulate. He's got thought.
Even just when he
behind it.
talks, yeah.
You can hear what he's saying. He's got a message. The beats that he has are wicked too.
His videos are fucking incredible.
He's got a good creative mind.
His videos remind me of like Ludacris or like Busta Rhymes, like those old like cartoony videos, man.
Shit.
That's what I was trying to say in the chat today.
Man, because he did that festival where he put on a baby diaper. Ludacris
oh, dude.
Remember Ludacris?
His flow, his charisma, everything reminds me of both those guys, Ludacris and Busta.
He's the new Ludacris, man.
Even Busta Rhymes, man. Busta Rhymes used to do those crazy like cartoon videos and like even the kind of like really fun flows and like just the animated like. And the Suge video is so
deeper,
good.
Like Busta Rhymes too. His voice kind of reminds me more.
Yeah,
of
they kind of
Busta
even
than Ludacris, but him as a personality and him as
those
his
are the
style,
two guys he reminds me of, and those would be
100%,
great
I can
guys
see
to
those.
ascend to in hip hop. And they're kind of like,
100%.
and they were never kind of like the most like they weren't like Jay-Z level guys. But they were always like super respected while being commercial. I bet you that's gonna be DaBaby. He'll like people like us will still like him, but like eventually our moms will be like, "Oh, did you know like DaBaby? He did a song with Drake." Like you know what I mean? Like that will happen eventually. I think. I think he'll
come over and be like, "Hey, Gino."
Who's that?
Your mom's gonna be like, "Hey, Gino."
My mom's never called me that in my life. But yeah, continue.
Gino, you like DaBaby? You heard his new album? Like, I'm just thinking Julie, like my mom, like.
Yeah, she probably will, man. Like, honestly, one day be like, DaBaby, he's got a song with Drake.
Fuck yeah,
I bet
so.
you.
I hope so.
That's my prediction for the next end of the year. He'll have a.
I'm not.
He'll have a song.
It's just funny, like.
He'll have a song like that'll blow up bigger than like a Yes Indeed or something like that. Like like what was Block Boy JB's song with Drake? Remember? That guy fell off, eh?
Yeah.
Look Alive.
Look Alive. Look Inside. Look Alive.
Damn.
Fell off. Has he fallen off already? I guess he just.
What's the last thing he did?
I haven't heard anything he put out recently.
It's weird when guys fall off, eh?
Well, people have been bitching about that and saying about Blueface because he hasn't put some out recently.
Blueface is gonna fall off. Yeah, I think so.
What?
You don't?
People are already saying that because someone else was saying that. And then
a lot of people think the exact opposite. A lot of people think Blueface is the next big thing.
They were, but a bunch of people, I guess, online were saying that he's fallen off now because he hasn't released anything recently. It's just been like.
You know why I think it?
Why?
Because I always think this. Like I don't know if I'm biased to it or if it is actually. I
don't know if he has legs either, and I also heard there was a recording out of him talking about it that he's just here to make money. He's not really about.
Oh, he's Paperboy. You watch Atlanta?
No.
Oh damn.
I'm no.
Okay. Go watch Atlanta and then remember that Blueface is Paperboy while you're watching it.
Okay. I know. I need to.
Shout out to our real listeners who get the reference.
I need to find it, man. I don't watch much TV.
Oh damn. What was I saying? Oh, why Blueface will fall off? Because this is my theory on it. Every rapper I ever see, if they put out one big song when they start, like say like Cut It, like OT Genesis, like anybody like that, if the label squeezes it. And they put out a remix and a second video, and if they start doing that, then it's like, oh, they have no faith in them doing anything else. Like they're trying to squeeze that Tatiana money out of them.
That's a good reference, man. OT.
If you've got
100%,
if you've got songs in the bank, they're like, all right, well, let's get this. We'll make a video. Let's get the next one out. Keep this momentum going. Blueface probably taking more stuff and been like, yeah, we don't have another Tatiana here. Like, let's just get the remix. Let's get this blowing up. Let's squeeze a few more months out of it. So that's what I think. I think even if he does, even if he is good, I like that. I think the label's gonna hold him down. Even if he is on, and I don't know if he's on. I think Blueface is a weird kind of like, I don't know if I like him. You know what I mean?
It's that offbeat style.
It's that offbeat style where it's like, oh, it's like, is it good or is it bad? Is it only bad because I don't get it, or is it only good and I don't get it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I 100%. No, that's a good point. That's a good point comparison to the OT Genesis thing because
there's a couple more that I like.
With that.
Oh yeah.
Coco and then nothing. And then there's a couple. I think you can compare a couple people into that group.
There's a few.
Like we sat down and like thought
completely.
about it. But
even like OG Mako.
Bitch,
You Guessed It came out, and then they did.
But he's going through some shit.
Oh yeah,
he had some label trouble.
No,
he got fucked by the label.
He had label trouble. Like this guy because
he got fucked by the label.
He put out You Guessed It, and then they did a You Guessed It remix with 2 Chainz. And then he wanted to put new stuff out, and the label was kind of like, we don't really want to do that. The label gave him a hard time. Like, they wanted to squeeze
Don't
that.
sign with a label.
They wanted to make the single money. Yeah. And I'm not to even say, I like a
So
lot of.
basically, the label's fucking them, is what it sounds like. Might be the.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Labels, they're fucking them. Labels just want to make
Yo,
money.
shouts out to OG Macko.
Shout out to OG
right now
Macko.
with his
I like a lot of
flesh-
OGs.
He's got the flesh eating.
You guessed it, isn't even my favorite OG Macko
No,
track, man.
He's got a couple of good
He
joints.
put out a EP right after his album, and it was like super like introspective, and like OG Macko's a good rapper, man.
That's what I mean. He could do that on his own, but he got tied in with the label. But you're saying Blueface, same thing.
And then like his ignorant
think-
shit is so good.
yeah.
I just found 12 bricks.
12
Like there's some good, like when that OG Macko and Migos, hoof. There's some good tracks, man.
100%. But yo, with Blueface, you think that's with Blueface? You think that?
I think it's gonna be the
fucking
same
him?
situation.
You
I think
label's fucking him? You think that's all he's got.
I think it could be a combination of both with Blueface.
But yo, then
But I think even if he has tracks, I
Like-
think that it's gonna be hard for him to get them through.
if he's on a label, he doesn't have tracks. What's to them not to buy tracks? We all know that's part of the record game. People do that.
See,
If he's a good rapper and
yeah,
he can at least rap,
they might do
they
it.
can find some writers to write for him, and they could probably do something.
They
If he
might
can
do
re-
it.
If he can articulate what people are saying.
It depends on if he's worth the investment, right?
'Cause,
Like,
look at Cardi
how
B.
big is
Look at-
Tatiana?
Yeah, look at Cardi B, right?
Cardi B did.
You think she writes
Cardi
all her
B?
shit?
No, I don't think anybody writes all their shit.
You think she writes some of her shit?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Do you think that her labels bought in certain songs? Out of her old repertoire, have any songs been bought?
I don't know if they bought songs.
I think they could have.
But what do you mean by bots? Like bot writers?
A writer would have presented
Yeah,
them
sure,
a song, and
yeah.
they'll send them a song, be like, "Hey, I wrote this song."
Oh
but
yeah, of course.
Like there's artists, there's people that they just
Yeah,
write
of
songs,
course,
send
man.
them to
But
labels,
like
send them to labels.
anybody big does that. Drake does it all the time. Like
Yeah, it happens. They'll get sent songs and they're like, "Hey, this song." Like someone will literally be like, "I know it's just
that's the music
it's not
biz,
gonna be
dog.
big for me,
yeah.
but if you sung the song, it's gonna be huge."
No, I think they
So,
can't just like go out and openly
With
say it.
Blueface, could a label do that?
Blueface isn't Cardi B,
But we also think Cardi B writes some of her shit. We hope.
but
We think.
I don't think like this is exactly what I'm
So
saying.
the label wouldn't look at him like a Cardi B.
Exactly,
100%.
that's exactly what I'm saying. They might not put the money into him.
No.
Where it's like, and that's why they're squeezing the Tatiana money out of him.
Some man.
She
I don't know
had-
what it was about her, but she had that
And she
charisma that
was-
people liked her.
She was different
liked
too, right? Like
But people liked
people like her, and she's a female rapper, and like you know what I mean. She's got like Nicki Minaj couldn't be on top forever. Like she was kind of the new. They want like I could see a label seeing her and being like, here's our new Nicki Minaj. Let's put money into Cardi B.
Yeah.
Where it's like Blueface is Blueface the new anything really, or is he?
Well, he's got his own style. He definitely is like a different style that you see recently.
I agree, but yeah, rapping wise.
Rapping wise, with his offbeat.
Yeah, but is he like any like that different than you know what I mean? I think he's a
no.
pretty charismatic guy in that. But is he?
No.
Is he worth? Is he worth label money? Is the label gonna throw money into him to get writers and beats
I don't
and
know
stuff?
because
If-
he is. You could say he is standout because of the fact that he is a very different style
Yeah,
than most rappers right now.
for sure. But is it enough? That's where it all comes
I
back
don't
to. Are they gonna put the money back into it?
Good point. No, I don't know. I don't
So
know.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he fell off. Which is too bad because I do like Blueface, baby.
Blueface, baby. I'm a dead Lokes. Yeah, I like his swagger. I like the way he talks, man. He's cool. But I did see that. I think it was the Budden podcast they were talking about it, and then I saw some other. Man, was it the Budden podcast? Something. And then it was just some YouTube shit. But I think it was Blueface talking about he's here for the money. I think Cardi B was saying the
Man,
same
I don't-
thing, but we know that. But that's
Everybody
cool.
knows
they're
it,
here
man.
for the bag.
Paper boy, all about that paper boy.
But I think as rap fans, you always love to hear that people are here for the rap, man. Here for the hip hop, here for the sport, here for the music. But I guess it all comes back to some dollars and cents.
I just had a really good thought from an old conversation we had. Macklemore.
Macklemore?
Look at his fan base.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Macklemore's terrible.
Yeah.
No.
So.
Yeah.
What else? Is there any other music we missed?
Macklemore's terrible. That was rude. I didn't know where people are gonna be like, "Why are you talking about Macklemore?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. We had a conversation earlier, man. Anyway.
About undeserving rappers with big fan bases.
Yeah.
And Macklemore has a huge fan base and won a Grammy.
Jeez. Yeah, they really.
Macklemore has a rap album of the year Grammy.
It's a good point because Gino has a good point because he has a squeaky clean white boy persona. It was easy to push.
Yeah, it's very easy to push. Exactly.
That's a good point.
And it beat one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
I know. Yeah.
Good
this
Kid,
is
Mad
your
City
big-
is such a good album. Mac
feel like
Miller
that's the biggest-
Swimming is such a good album.
I feel like
Give these men Grammys.
no Mac Miller, yes, but not the same. Not the same. Good Kid, Mad City. That was an example of when the Grammys we realized that it was all bullshit, and that the Grammys are just what can we sell and buy the most and do whatever, and it's a thing. Not what's the best shit. Because if it was, you're right. You're right.
Who do you think?
It would have been fucking Good Kid, Mad City. But sorry, we were talking about Blueface. We did kind of jump out of that.
We kind of. Do you think YBN Cordae will blow?
So sticking on the fact of artists we think are gonna blow. I hope so, man. I like him. Out of all the YBNs, he's my favorite.
Because like it keeps seeming like he will. Like he's
working
one of those
with
guys.
Dre, which can be good.
He's the guy who was like the easiest guy to predict. Like, oh, he's gonna blow, but he like, will he?
Can working with Dre be good? And
Of course.
Bad? Can it be bad? Anderson .Paak.
I don't know if Dre's had any negative influence on Anderson .Paak.
Last album was Anderson .Paak's last album.
Was it executive produced by Dre?
He produced it.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, last album was not great.
Yeah, he was. Anderson .Paak was on record saying like, yeah. Dre
It's
said
weird
go-
sometimes,
It
man.
just they didn't click. They didn't mesh. They didn't.
Sometimes
mesh.
they don't like.
That's what it comes down to, man. Because Dre's a genius.
I remember like Kanye West executive produced like Teopolis London's album and sold like I think it was like 7,000 units or something. Like it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes like just a name and like stuff just
100%.
doesn't.
They
you
just
know?
don't mesh, right? They don't sounds don't mesh. So YBN Cordae, I was just saying that because he's also being produced by Dre.
That boy can rap though.
He can rap. He can rap. He's got flow. He's got style. He's got a message. He tells stories. His videos are good with his stories. Like I love that. Where the one what's the video where he gets pulled over in the car? I got pulled over with my 6'4" with all of my bros.
But
YBN Cordae.
the new single Have Mercy.
Have Mercy is really good. Target.
Oh, Target, yeah.
Target was awesome, man.
Off the YBN mixtape.
Yes, dude. I think he's probably my favorite YBN guy.
Yeah, I mean, who else?
Namir's got rubbing off the paint. I was
What
bumping. I was bumping rubbing off the paint when that.
What about YBN Almighty J?
There was one. He's like, I like his personality the best because I think he's funny.
Do you know how they?
But he's
You know how they
definitely
know?
gotta
You know
chill.
how they know each other?
From online gaming.
Yeah.
They just were an online gang. They were YBN whatever because they played video games
Yeah.
online.
Young Boss Nathans.
Yeah, and then they started doing their thing.
Yeah.
Shit, but
That shit's wild.
yo, shouts out to
Oh, Oceaga lineup came out.
shouts out to French and Prince for getting back YBN's chain.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That's a big thing.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. French. Jay
Jesus.
Prince puts out the word. French and the homies get it done. Next thing you know, the chain shows up. I think is pretty much what happened, right?
Yeah, French Montana, man. I don't know.
Dude, he's a man. He's a New York legend.
French
man.
Montana,
He's a
dude.
New York legend. He's a New York legend.
French Montana,
like-
I know is just like French Montana has got shooters.
He's that dude.
Like, there's no.
Whoa,
You know?
whoa. You're probably not wrong though.
When they're masked up, they're coming for your ice. When they're barefaced, they're coming for your life.
I love French though, man.
I like
This is
French.
like the Coke Boys.
Yeah, man. He's never been like my favorite rapper, but I've always liked him. Like, it's hard to explain.
Oh, I liked a bunch of his music, man.
I don't think. I do like some of his music.
I'm a motherfucking Coke boy.
He's not great though.
I'm
You know
a
what I mean?
motherfucking Coke boy. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Huh?
Huh?
Her ass fat. You can park 10 Tahoes on
On
it.
it.
like he's not great, but like some of it gets me hype.
Yeah, it gets you hyped.
That
man. It
ain't
has its
Kanye.
place. That ain't Kanye. But he was hustling his music back in the day.
Yeah, man,
his
for
early
sure.
tapes
Yeah,
got
yeah.
huge in New York, and that's really what
Coke
popped.
Boys was huge. Like,
Yeah, I love that shit.
I heard,
That's
I
where
heard
was
people
bumping
like.
that back when I was working at a Wasco. Shouts out to Wasco.
I remember people like with Scratch just
Fuck
wearing
that
Coke
place.
Boys shirts and that. Like, I remember just people wearing it. I was feeling like, oh, you're just like, I don't know.
I know that was like years ago. No, I like French, but
Who
I
else
feel
was in Coke Boys?
well, Max B, right? Was Max B in Coke Boys?
Was OJ the Juice Man?
OJ the Juice Man. I can't remember, man. No idea. Yo, free Max B though.
Yeah.
Free Max B,
Free Gucci, the real one.
the real one. But yeah, what were we talking? Yeah, so Blueface. I don't even know what were we talking about before we got into this.
Rappers
yeah.
who are gonna blow.
YBN Cordae. Yeah, I hope he blows. The Baby and YBN. I want YBN Cordae to blow. I think The Baby is gonna blow. You hear Lil Mosey?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do well.
Yeah,
He's been gaining
it's
some
not
hype.
not for me, but
No, the kids love him though. The kids love him. I'm telling you, the kids love him.
Damn, there's a few like rappers that I really like that I hope blow. I thought Fale was really gonna blow up.
I would have liked him to.
He
I like
hasn't
his
put
music,
anything.
but
He
I
hasn't
didn't.
put anything out.
I didn't think it was gonna blow just because the momentum wasn't going for some reason.
I love his Good Job You Found Me. Like I love that project.
Yeah.
But like that was an EP, and like he hasn't put an album out.
I mean, there's guys I think who we could think about who I should blow based on talent, but I mean, if you're looking at like The Baby right now is setting himself up.
The
to
Baby's
blow
gonna be
up.
huge.
Like you can see the way he's
Yeah.
moving and his music's matching his movements in the industry. He's blowing up. He's
Yeah.
at the Breakfast Club. You know, the interviews.
Oh yeah.
He's doing the right interviews. He's getting the right viewing. He's getting the right, everything's kind of going well. So you can see that's going to blow. Lil Skies. You hear Lil Skies?
Yeah. Yeah, Lil Sky's not bad.
He was bubbling more on the underground. He had that track with Wiz Khalifa. I thought he was going to blow more.
Was he on For Real For Real? Was it Lil Sky's track with Wiz Khalifa?
It might be, man. I'm so bad with song names. That
It's
might
called
be the
FR, I think it was.
one.
But man, shout out Wiz too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
They had the video. They're going through the grocery store and shit, I think.
Oh, I haven't seen the vid.
I think that's the one.
That's cool. I like that album. That Wiz album.
Is that the one? I might be wrong. But yeah, there was did he have 2 tracks with him? I don't know, but yeah, I thought Skies was gonna blow up because he was really catchy too. There are a lot more of that like
He is kind of blowing up on the.
oh yeah, he's still blowing up, but I thought he would have I don't know, I was thinking he might shoot up quicker.
You know who's gonna fucking blow up? Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X, yeah, you're really on him.
Okay.
What was the track that you played that you showed me today?
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. If anyone's listening, Lil Nas X, the one track he showed me was kind of like a rap song with like a country vibe to it.
It's a trap song with country lyrics.
Trap song with country lyrics.
That's how
guess
I
you
would
could say.
describe it.
Yeah, we can't play it or anything right now because we'll get kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, Lil Nas X's Old Town Road removed from Billboard. No, Billboard country top list.
Why?
I don't know. That's
Country people got pissed because it was too hype.
a Billboard spokesperson claims the decision had, in quotations, had absolutely nothing to do with the race of the artist.
I don't know about that one, buddy. It really had a country vibe to it.
I
when
feel like
listened
if
to
you
it.
gotta say it had nothing to do with the race of the person, it means that the race was probably involved.
Yeah, the fact that you had to point that shit out, is kind of pointing something in the direction.
Hey
of
guys,
that.
we're not being racist.
Not being racist here, but that has nothing to do with it. I'm just telling you, like, that's weird. Really? So it was in the country top 100?
Yeah. Upon further review, it was determined that Old Town Road by Lil Nas X does not currently merit inclusion on Billboard's country charts. When determining genres, a few factors are examined, but first and foremost is musical composition. While Old Town Road incorporates references to country and cowboy imagery, it does not embrace enough elements of today's country music to chart in its current version.
Yet you have today's country music like Florida Georgia Line stealing rap cadences and fucking structure. And that's considered country? Fuck off.
Reacting to the news on Twitter, Lil Nas X wrote, and I quote, sad face emoji. It's just a sad face
He doesn't give
emoji.
a fuck, man.
He didn't
Lil Nas
need it.
X, I like Lil Nas X even more now.
Right?
I'm riding with that guy 100%.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, man. That's kind of bullshit.
For everyone listening, I've posted in some of the past episodes in the bottom staff picks and posted tracks. I'm gonna post a Lil Nas X track
Yeah.
link.
And we have got the horses
to
in the
Spotify. Go listen to
fucking
his
back.
shit. Give him some streams. We're gonna post it in there.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what. Oh, I didn't tell you that. You guys, I've been doing it recently. When we've been talking about it, I've been putting like the odd time. I think I've done it like twice. Like just a link to like an artist, and I just put staff pick in the
Tight.
bottom in the description, so it's just they can go. To
Oh
it.
yeah, I read that in the description of the
Oh,
like
nice.
in the on the Apple Music when it's got the
Yeah, you saw that?
that podcast. Yeah, I did see it.
Nice, because I was like, fuck it. I thought that was a cool thing.
I do like it.
So I'm gonna. That one is what we're gonna do this week. Cause yeah, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it. It should be in the country.
Content, baby.
Content, baby. But that
Blueface,
sucks.
baby.
Blueface, but that sucks. I would have. That kind of sucks. That it
It is low key very racist, no?
comes off racist. The fact that they had to mention that it had nothing to do
The
with.
fact that they're like, we're not doing it because he's black.
Yeah, I was like, well, why'd you have to mention that if that wasn't the case, bruh? Like, it's weird. It's just weird because I got that vibe instantly. It's like, what was the other guy that I was talking about that I sent the video to?
Oh, see, but
That was
that's
like a country-
that's I'm pretty sure that's a parody.
That must have been he's a parody guy, right?
Like, it's hilarious. It's cool flow too. In my tractor, fucked her in the pasture, like that. On my tractor, yup. Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Where do you draw the line of parody? Like, because I guess that song can't like Billboard, right? But like,
If it's a parody, can it Billboard?
I don't know.
Can parodies Billboard? I guess
They can, right? Because like fucking like Lonely Island.
Yeah, Lonely Island.
Like
they
they probably hit a top. Like, did they?
I have a good question, man.
Because that's probably the most famous like parody
On a
band I can
Boat?
think of like right now. On a Boat was a big track, man. Did that crack like the top 100?
It must have had T-Pain on it.
Like, did it? Like,
Yeah,
did it crack the top 100? Like, that's.
it must have, man. It must have. How many views does the video probably have on YouTube? Probably like.
Imagine if like, cause so okay,
Massive
so
amount.
if Lonely Island sold the most records, would they?
Can they win a Grammy? Can they do that stuff? Maybe. Comedy albums are a thing.
Yeah, but they get their own category, right?
Would they be in
is
his
parody?
comedy
Is
album?
parody comedy? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if the music just fucking slaps? You ever heard the
Taking a box.
You ever heard the Wendy's mixtape? You know, Wendy's has like a crazy Twitter account on that. They put out a mixtape.
Really?
Yeah, and just like rapping about like. No,
Wendy's?
wait. Was it Wendy's? It was Wendy's. It might have been Hamburger Helper. It was like some product like put out a
Shut the
mixtape,
F-
and I'm not even
Nah.
lying, man. The beats were so good, and like the rap was pretty good. It was all just like
All right,
like,
we should find this and post this on like the Instagram.
show the show. It's really good, man. Yeah,
We'll find that.
We'll
We'll
show the
tweet
people.
it or something. We'll put it on our Twitter or in something because that's hilarious. I don't even know what you're talking about,
Yeah, dude, and I'm not like the beats slapped.
but yeah. Either way, what were we talking about?
Just chilling, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was Wendy's. At Wendy's, we beefing, and then in brackets says McDonald's diss. Like, it's just like,
nice.
yeah, it's good shit.
That's hilarious. No, we were talking about like parody rap and
Yeah, it's interesting, eh?
yeah. But who were we talking about?
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas
And
X.
about how he didn't get on the billboards.
Yeah, but we're saying that other guy. You're saying that was parody. What was his name? Rich.
Oh, I honestly can't remember.
What was his name? The parody rapper. I guess.
It's called Yup on My Tractor.
Yup on My Tractor by Fly Rich Double.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a country rap song that's parody. But Lil Nas X.
But Lil
that's
Nas
not
X has
parody.
other songs that are like the same sort of vibe, and like I don't know. Maybe what was the guy's name you just said?
Fly Rich Double.
Maybe Fly Rich Double isn't parody either. Maybe he's just a
Is he legit?
big old country boy.
Fly Rich Double.
Like, who's to say, right?
Go check him out if you're listening. Fly Rich Double. Let us know what you think. Is he parody or is he trying to be legit?
It is interesting.
It was
man.
released
Like,
in September 2018. So if he's still trying to do something, we'll know.
it's very interesting.
That's a good way to look at it.
Where do you? I don't know.
What's he still doing?
Where do you draw the line
I
at?
usually try to read the YouTube comments to see what they're saying.
Yeah, that's a good place to get information.
Probably the worst place to get
Yeah,
information, man.
Jesus.
God
It's
damn,
a
man.
cesspool in there.
The worst of cesspools. Yeah, so music's going crazy. What else? Robert Kraft gets left off on all charges.
Yeah, he's rich.
All he has to do is apologize.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think what do you mean? He's just had a rub and tug. It wasn't a sex trafficking thing. The media jumped to the gun, and it may not have been a sex trafficking. It may have just been a illegal brothel.
Oh.
But what you mean? Like, is it as bad now?
Well, I never cared.
Whoa! If it's a sex trafficking thing and he knew
Oh,
about
sex
it,
trafficking, sure. If he was at a brothel, I don't give a fuck.
that's what my point is.
An old man wants
That's
to
my point.
An old rich white man wants to go fuck some hot young girl.
His wife is dead.
He should be able to pay her money.
His wife is dead, right? Yeah, his wife died a couple years ago.
If he's old and rich and he wants to cheat on his wife, I don't care either.
No, Robert Kraft. His wife died.
Oh, then he should definitely be able to fuck
Remember,
hookers.
he got a few girlfriends after and shit.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's what I mean. Let the man live.
The man's grieving. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
all he's
I don't
doing.
think there's anything wrong with that at all, man. Old rich white man like wants to go fuck some hookers.
Old rich white man.
Why not?
Old rich any man.
Yeah, sure.
But But yeah, no, 100%, man. Like it's like that's the thing. Is like it wasn't so now that's the thing is if it was a sex trafficking thing and he knew about it,
that's terrible.
Fucking fucked
Sex
up, dude.
trafficking is not okay. Sex working
But
is.
now
like,
I think it's coming out too. Man was just going to a brothel and that's she just got
sex
caught
working.
going to a
Sex
brothel.
working under your own will, I think, should be completely legalized.
Yeah, man. I mean, people. That's a.
Because the only thing
I'm
that
not one
the
to-
only thing that happens when you don't do it is like bad stuff.
Look,
If you worked with if you worked with a company and they knew you were going all the time and that, you wouldn't like. There'd be no chance of like somebody like abducting you. And I mean, it could happen, but they'd get caught.
Yo, here's my thing. I don't have kids. I don't have a daughter. But if I did, it would be. It's like I wouldn't want like my cousin or my sister being in that industry.
For sure.
But at the same time,
But
I'm not gonna tell someone what they can or can't do with their body and what they want to do. If it's a consensual interaction in between people, and they say,
Yeah.
I want you to. If you pay me this, you can do this, and this is cool.
But also, if you're
Sure, it's between them.
if your sister or your cousin or something was like, no matter what, I'm gonna be a sex worker. Like this is just what I want to do. Is my body. I'm doing this. Wouldn't you rather they worked
So I'm
for
saying it's
like
not my business.
a legal organization that was
for
like
sure, 100%.
run with like doctors and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
police
yeah.
and that instead of like
100%.
instead of with a like pimp that's just gonna give her smack and like.
No, yo,
So like there's no.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't. It's like when
And
it's,
like
it's legit.
I
If
see
there's, like,
I see the argument if it's like, oh, if there's like a nice business,
Yeah.
like more people will do it. But it's like, I mean, it's bad now for the people who are doing it. Like
Yeah, we're on the same page. I think. Like,
yeah, for sure
like-
we're agreeing.
Because there's escort services, and if it's a consensual and
But those are
willing thing,
technically illegal, right? Like
they're illegal. I know they're illegal. I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with it. I
yeah,
don't give a
we
fuck.
we should legalize escort services. Is basically what I'm saying, and make it professional and like
Yeah, it's
have
the
them pay
oldest-
taxes.
It
and
is
shit.
the oldest industry, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what they say. So fuck it, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Murder
the
is
thing.
the
So
oldest
Robert
industry.
Kraft, fuck it. If it wasn't, it turned out it isn't as bad because that was the big thing in the media we're trying to kill him for.
Yeah.
Is that it was some sex trafficking shit and he knew about it. Nah, didn't know about it. It's not sex trafficking. They're all there willingly.
They should kill him for.
They're just in the business to try to make some money, and they were okay to do this. And he just happened to go there. And
They should kill him for deflating all those footballs, huh?
that's a bigger crime.
yeah.
That's a bigger crime.
Yeah,
man.
I care way more about it than man getting a rub and tug.
I think everyone cares way more than that
Yeah.
about that. Like, let the man grieve.
Tell him
Let
to
the
fuck
man, like you said,
off
let
and
the
stop
man
winning
grieve.
Super Bowls.
Let the man grieve, bro.
I like to think he's just getting like jerked off with like 6 Super Bowl rings on.
How many is it?
How many does he have?
You know better than I would. You're way closer.
Jesus, he would have a ton now. How many? I don't even know off the top of my head.
4 or 5 for Brady.
It's a ton. Well,
Gronk has what, 3?
the Patriots have 6 now, 6 or 7. Cause Jesus, cause they got more than the Steelers. The Steelers have 6.
Yeah.
They got 1 for the thumb. Jeez, I don't even know off the top of my head. I have to look
He's
it
got
up.
enough.
It's too many, man. Every
He's got
year,
enough.
every year the Patriots win, I just black it out. Like I just forget about it.
100%, man.
Football's just sucked lately because of them.
Yeah. 100%.
The Patriots do not have the horses in the back.
No, 100%. They don't. Sorry, I just looked down at my phone. There's one thing that I've been wanting that I wanted to talk about. That I
his
think we
name?
all want to talk about.
It's Adam 22.
No. But yo, shouts to him, the shooting and shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. Somebody ran up on Adam 22 twice.
Twice now we know this.
Adam 44.
Adam 44 they call him, man. But hey, nothing bad happened.
Because
No
he
one
got a
got
4-4.
no one got killed, man. The one dude got the shit kicked out
Yeah,
of
I
him.
bet.
Rightfully
man.
so, man.
Dude, if you ran up while we're like holding you waiting for the police, Jesus, we're laying some boots to you.
100%, man. Did you see the video that Hakeem posted up after? Hakeem? I posted the video of like the guy and the guy was knocked out as they were waiting for the cops, and I guess he was like, and Hakeem was like, yeah, this mother ran up on
Yeah.
here, and they posted him, and he's like out of it, and he's got like a huge goose egg on his face. He looks up at the camera and does the fucking.
Oh no.
And Hakeem's like, what are you doing, man? Like just like don't fucking do that shit. Like so it's just clout chasing shit. That's the fucked up thing. That's the point I wanted to mention earlier. When we were
That's
talking about
wild, man. Yo,
It's like
kids,
that
you
kinda
kids use
shit.
your head.
That's what it seemed like. Is this kid's just out there trying to get clout? Like, hey, look what I did.
Yo, I ran into
And
22 studio with a gun. I'm fucking cool.
Yeah, what exactly? Like that's wild, right?
Yeah, man. It's brain dead.
Where are your
yeah.
fucking heads at? Brain dead.
Where your goddamn parents at?
Where are your parents? How were you raised? And then the second person couldn't get a shout out or some shit, man. Just nuts. But yeah. What I was gonna say was, what we were covering the last couple weeks was the crazy situation that's been going on with our good
fuck
friend
off.
Jussie Smollet.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bugle.
Bugle, boys. You're not my dad!
Get a
Damn,
Just
man.
get a sample of like the prison bars closing,
100%.
and we
then
wouldn't
reopening
and we wouldn't play it here.
because he walking free.
We should get a sample of some feet walking, because that man is walking on out.
Dude, he's strutting out of the
All
fucking
charges
jails.
dropped, man?
Yeah, all 16 dropped. I think it was just what was it? He just has to do an apology or community service and has to forfeit his $10K for his bond.
But like, go
The
fuck
police
yourself,
department
man.
went on record to say that they were like thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I bet
They were pissed, but
it is ridiculous.
I mean, I didn't want to see him really go to jail.
I want to see him
Pay
get that
some
ass ripped up.
restitution. You want to see his ass ripped up?
Yeah, man. Fuck that guy.
I mean, you're fucking around with people's time, man.
Dude,
I
you're
get it.
fucking around with lots of stuff. And like,
I don't think you'd be the only one in that.
okay, so what
contention, man.
happens too if it went through?
That's nuts.
What happens
16.
to what happens to if it went through and it all happened and then they arrested some guy for an assault charge or whatever, and he gets charged for a hate crime and goes to jail? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's just a lot of shit. Like, I don't think you like you go to, like you get charged if you just call and waste the police time. Like,
Yeah, no, that was the big thing, right?
and he did it a bunch of times.
And he prolonged it. He went on TV and tried to push it, but I think he's saying that he still says it's legit, and he's sticking by what he said.
No,
Yeah, bro. And CNN, I think it was CNN.
the
I
gay
took a
Tupac
picture.
is really saying all this.
Yo, for real, he's coming out, man. He's not fronting. He might really be the gay Tupac. On the button today, they're like, I ain't seen him with his shirt off. Maybe it's a real Tupac. What do you say? Jussie Smollet has always maintained his innocence, and we are gratified that all charges against him have been dismissed. Was 20th Century Fox released that statement? Nuts.
I guess they're trying to say like maintained
killed him with the memes,
maintained
though.
his innocence in the sense of like he was like found not guilty. You know what I mean? Like all his charges were dropped.
Yeah.
But like innocent is a very auspicious word to be throwing around. Like, man is not innocent. Man
But
faked
what-
a man
I
faked a
wanna know
hate
what
crime.
really happened, man. That's what I want to know. Like, if it did it. I mean, I don't think it had. Come on, you got away with this one, partner. But
Yeah.
It seems like he's maintaining that he thinks it happened. Will we ever find out? At this point, probably not.
I think we know, man.
Yeah, some bullshit. But why did he do it? That's what I want to know.
For clout.
There'll be a document. What kind of clout? This is the
To be the
clout?
guy who overcame a. Oh, like I don't think he wanted to get caught like this.
I guess not.
He wanted to be a guy who like overcame like a hate crime for clout. Like, didn't we talk about this before?
Damn, that's wild. I mean, we did, but is that really
That what else would it have been?
true?
Is he trying to push the black agenda? Like
Fuck
he hates
if I
white
know.
people? Like what else could the motivation have been?
No, I mean that makes the most sense that you would be trying to. I mean,
Trying to
it
get his-
doesn't make sense.
Trying to get
but
his name out there,
it
man.
doesn't make sense, but I mean that's the only thing. I guess
Yeah.
it's just stupid. It doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
if people know his name now, like you know, and that was the plan.
yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't know who he was.
Same.
I barely knew Empire. I'm like, yeah, I heard Empire, but never watched it. Never fucked around
Yeah.
with the show.
Yeah, but like even before we knew it was fake, people were talking about, oh, did you hear about this? Like the hate crime guy, like some people jumped this guy who was on a TV show, and like they were like yelling mad, like people were talking about him, and that was what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
And then he was gonna come back like even stronger because he did that concert. He was like, I won't let my these people hold me down. Like I'm gonna be strong. Like that was how that night at that show is exactly how we saw the rest of his life going.
Yeah, he thought this was gonna be like he's gonna be that. Okay,
This was
good
gonna
point.
fucking
He's like, this is-
jumpstart it, baby. I'm Jussie fucking Smollett. I don't fucking let racism hold me down. I'm the gay Tupac.
You think he was riding on that?
He
was
did it. He did it the one night we talked. Well, we talked about. For people who don't know what we're talking about, he did a show,
Yeah,
a concert, while the investigation was still happening. And he was kind of maintaining that all of like that everything that he said originally happened, and he was playing it up to the crowd like, yeah, they jumped me, but I couldn't stay inside. Like I had to do this for you. Like that's how he saw it going, and he saw in his head saw people going fucking nuts for it.
Yeah.
That's how he drew this whole thing up, man.
No,
I don't think there's any mystery. You don't need a biopic for that.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
There's the Jussie Smollett
There's a
story.
Jussie Smollett story
Yeah,
right there.
Guy's a fucking idiot. That's the Jussie Smollett story.
Nuts, man. And now
And your
he's
name
off.
is Jesse.
Yeah, just call yourself Jesse.
Jussie.
Jussie. That was probably the worst part.
I hate it.
I just made it extra like hateful.
And you just know he was like that piece of shit. Like, what's his last name? Smollett.
Smollett. I think it's French
Hey,
though.
is Jesse Smollett here? Actually, it's Jussie. Every time, you know it.
Yeah, it's like the person who spells their name differently just to be like hard.
Ugh.
Like I know somebody who changed their name, just changed the letter, and like I didn't want it to spell it like so it's not this average spelling. I'm like, give me a break, really? Like on their
Christina.
literally on their like birth certificate, it's the regular name, and on their thing, but like everywhere else, it's different.
You have a lovely home here, Christina. It's Christina. You go to my house, you get my wife's name right.
No, I'm talking like everywhere else. My name starts with a C, and I start spelling my name with a K.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Like if you text me,
Especially if you spelled it Khris. Like,
on Facebook, all my things I'm KRIS, but for some reason on my health card and everything else, I'm CHRIS. That would be like that. Like there's no reason for me to do it, but I want to be different.
I think you're different.
No, I don't do that though. I'm just saying, yeah, it's like the same thing. It's just people just do little things like that to be a little edgy and different and change their persona. I don't know. But yeah, shouts out to Jussie or Jesse. And I guess he walked off. Not speaking of that, I don't know why this went into it, but it was on my list. But did you see that Earl Sweatshirt thing, the fucking video that popped up where he was with the fucking, that stupid fan was being stupid?
Oh, yeah, and he just threw his phone?
Yeah, fuck that fan, man.
What did the fan do?
I think the fans were just being annoying and walking around, and he just didn't want to like be on video or some shit or something, and they wouldn't leave him alone, so they tried to like sneak in for a shot, and he was just like, guys, like fuck off, and he was like, no, I'm not gonna take your shit, I'm gonna knock out, you gonna catch his fade, bro.
Earl's definitely a guy who like
If you
enjoys
know Earl,
enjoys
man,
his privacy
yeah,
too.
Exactly. If you're, because the first thing he did is the dude went on Twitter and was like, oh, I've been an Earl fan since day one. Try to get a picture with my idol, blah blah blah, and this is what he does. If you're a real Earl fan, you're probably gonna be like, all right, respect. See you later. Nice to see you. And move. Keep it moving, man. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta respect these people's privacy.
It's kind of a dick move to not take a picture. You know what I mean? That's what I think. But like once you ask and they say no, then like
You don't know what time it is. And then there's
Take a
people
hike, man.
commented on saying, oh, he took a picture with me that day, and like you see him wearing the same shit. It's nighttime, same clothing.
Yeah.
It's in. I think they were all down in Louisiana for like.
maybe
Mardi
you
Gras
just
and
didn't like
shit.
those guys, man. You're allowed to not like people.
100%, bro.
But like honestly,
There was some, and bro, I'm gonna
if I saw Earl Sweatshirt,
they were. They looked like some bratty, like
Yeah, for
we
sure.
can say it. They look like some bratty white dudes
for
that
sure,
were in like a frat.
absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? They just.
If I
was
saw
like,
Earl Sweatshirt,
"Oh, bro."
I'd probably be like, oh shit, man, like I've been a fan, like can I get a picture? I probably would if I just saw him randomly.
I know.
But if he was like, nah, man, I'm just kind of doing my thing, I'd be like, all right, cool, and, like dap him
Yeah,
up and
peace out,
walk
bro,
on.
and then
Yeah,
bounce.
I'd be like, yeah, cool, man, like big fan of your music.
I'd be a little disappointed, like he's kind of.
Yeah, but I'd be like, I'd respect it. I wouldn't be like, oh man, and follow him
Exactly.
around taking a video of him.
No, that's weird. I'm gonna be like, oh, you need to give me this picture. You don't need to give me shit, bro.
Yeah.
You give me good music. That's enough.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a picture? All right, that sucks, but I'm not gonna fucking hold it against you and try to sneak a picture.
For sure.
Exactly, man. But you know.
People are so fucking entitled, man.
Exactly. That's what I think it is. It's the entitlement. I want to say it's millennials, but it's everybody.
I'm a fan, so I should get this.
Yeah.
So you're a fan of how many rappers are you a fan of? Nobody owes you shit.
And I mean, like, this guy. Yeah, you can't go up and like just expect everything from each artist and shit.
No.
It's brutal. It's brutal. But yo, shouts out to Earl. I saw that and I didn't even pay attention to it. I was like, fuck that shit. We know he's good. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, shouts out to Earl Sweatshirt, man. Did you like his last project?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm
We talked about it.
gonna
That
listen
was
to
my
it some
last
more.
thing.
Like I
Me
keep,
too,
it's
I
something I've got it in the bank, like to keep listening to, but I don't really get time to listen to it because like
It's a vibe piece.
you gotta kind of listen to it alone, like you know what I mean. It's like
You probably wouldn't play it in the store.
it's not really fun. Like it's not,
You're not gonna play it in your.
and I'm not really gonna play it while I'm like cleaning or like rocking video games or something. You know what I mean? It's not like you kind of just gotta sit
Well,
there.
you could.
You kind of gotta sit there and listen to it.
Well, that and
I would play.
that, and I think about this. How much music comes out? Like, when do you think? I'm like, I always think about stuff that I want to listen to,
Dude, it's
and I
hard
never
to
go back to it.
It's hard to go back.
I don't remember it half the time. I always will come into these moments where like, oh, I really gotta listen to that album again. I haven't listened to that album again in a while, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that this weekend, and then I won't listen to it. I'll just listen to other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just time passes, you forget, and you move on. You know, but
that's life.
Yeah. Did you see that Cardi B shit that happened? We were talking about that before the video.
It should be robbing folks.
People are freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Talking about like, you know.
I mean, Cardi B was a fucking stripper at
Yeah.
Like,
so for those of you who don't know, Cardi B was had a live. She was on live, Instagram live, Twitter live, Periscope, some sort of live chat like a couple years ago, and she was in a rant. She was ranting, raging about shit. But like, whatever, man. And I guess she mentioned, like, yeah, I did some shit back in the day, and I might have robbed some dudes that were coming back to, you know, I guess they were going to, you know, I don't know if she was escorting or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I just drugged them and robbed them instead of sleeping with them, pretty much.
I mean,
business is, I don't know. It's,
I mean,
wild. It's not
that's
good.
Why they
don't
need,
do that.
And that's why they need to legalize sex working.
Yeah, then you won't get robbed while you're
Yeah,
trying
for
to
real.
pay for it, I guess.
For real.
Yo, but people are killing her for it. There's a bunch of people like saying riding with her still, and there's a bunch of people killing her saying like, you know, let's dismiss her. And
What? Who's saying that?
people, man.
People need to stop being. People are entitled and people are fucking soft. Cardi B is a stripper from, where did she work? King of Diamonds? Like, what was it?
Somewhere in like the Bronx or New York.
Yeah, she was working in like some like big time, like, you know what I mean? And like,
Is she from
as a
Queens?
as
I
a
have
as
no
a
idea where she was. Somewhere in New York.
as a stripper, like
Hustling too.
with big money clients, it's like, of course she was doing some shady shit.
Back in the day, at some point, she was just talking, and she was on the if you watch the live video, she wasn't smiling about it. She was pissed off, ranting, just like, I've been through some shit. I had to
And
do this.
Let's be
We
honest
don't know
too.
what that life. It's easy for
Does
people.
she
it's-
probably
One sec. It's easy for people like outside of like those environments and those lifestyles, and just those environments, and just to like go, you know, put them in a glass house and throw stones and put a
Yeah.
microscope over them and talk all this shit. When, you know, I don't know what it's like to be a stripper selling, you know, whatever, and trying
you
to.
knew.
Right? Yeah, I do. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it wasn't good that you robbed him. You probably shouldn't have done that. But, you know, who knows how, I don't know. It's a different situation, different environment. I'm not going to hold it against her, and I don't think it should, like, end her career.
You said it was an older video?
Yeah, it was, like, a couple of years old.
Did she know that it was, like, being recorded, or was it, like...
I think she put it on live, like, not even thinking. I think she was on, it was her live. Like, it was her live
probably,
thing. She was ranting. She was pissed off and ranting.
She's
Like, saying
she's probably just coked out of her mind, too, right? She was
was
probably partying. Like,
it was pre-Bodak Yellow.
oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like just after stripping, probably. She was probably like partying, man. She's probably talking mad shit. Half of it probably wasn't even like.
I don't know if this was. I didn't look at the video to check her teeth, because that's a good timeline too, when she fixed her teeth.
Jeez. Gotta bag and fix my teeth.
Yeah. But she was on Love and Hip Hop, right? And then she went
Was
from
she?
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she went from Love and Hip Hop.
I've never seen an episode of Love and
started
Hip Hop. Have you?
I've one or two randomly, but not really. I was gonna always go back and check it out just for shits, but nothing that I've been to like felt it was like a need to rush to. Plus, I don't get time to watch much stuff. I still gotta
For
watch
real?
Atlanta. I haven't even finished Sopranos, dude.
Jesus.
Right? I told you, bro. I'm way behind. But no, shouts out to Cardi, man. I don't think it's gonna be a career-ending situation, and that it should be held
No.
against her. But that's the thing. People are like trying to dismiss her. And they're
Cardi's
like, leaving
gotta-
Cardi and all this shit. It's like, come on, relax. Different things. They're trying to compare to Cosby, bro. Different thing than Cosby, right?
Yeah.
100%, bro.
The
That's what I'm saying.
fuck?
How can you put those in the same fucking category? But people do. That's the problem. But it's people who are like not in these environments, and they just microscope things and think they, you know what I mean? You got to kind of take a step back and kind of be like, well, and how long ago was it? People change. Do you know what they were going through in that situation? What was the context? What was this and that? But it was nuts, man. It was nuts. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about, or should we start winding her down?
I'd wonder.
Yeah, we're a little over an hour now.
Yeah, long day, man.
I
Can
think
go
we
for a
touched
nap.
on most of everything we need to talk about. You know, shouts out to Cardi B. Yo, I saw something disappointing that I did see because I know we've been pumped for it. Was Kanye West coming on Rogan?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Anticipating that. No, I saw on I was seeing on the socials that apparently Joe Rogan said during a Q&A at the end of a comedy show, he was asked, I guess, if Kanye was still gonna come on the podcast, and Rogan seemed like he didn't think it was gonna happen anytime soon, and that Kanye wasn't in the right state of mind.
Well, Kanye's in Africa right now.
Yeah, you see those videos?
Yeah,
Those look cool
wild.
on
Looks cool as
Instagram
fuck.
with the fucking big choirs and the whole
Yeah,
all the different
them singing
bands.
Power and stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, man.
I guess he recording out there. And
I
shit?
sure as hell hope so.
That's nuts, man. He's so crazy.
Yes.
Hey, man, if he can put out his next project is amazing. I
For
think
real.
it's gonna just fix everything for him.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
We are the motherfucking Bugle Boys.
we'll be here to talk about it when it does go down. Shouts at the Kanye West. We are the Bugle Boys podcast. Big ups everybody tuning in. And episode 9. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Have a few more. Cheers. Love you guys. Have a good one. Peace.